Welcome back to the channel. Man, tickled to death to have you. Oh, in this episode, we're gonna get this frame in primer. It is imperative that we get that bare metal covered because it will flash rust quick, like right now. So, y'all stay tuned. Welcome to this episode in the garage. Got everything mixed up, everything blowed off, taped up what we want to tape up. We're gonna get to priming this thing real quick. And what I've done is I took that DTM epoxy primer and I've mixed it, or sealer, and mixed it the way you would mix a primer. So I'm gonna get the characteristics of the sealer, the direct to metal sealer, along with the sandability of a primer, sort of. It's on the back of the can. Just read your instructions. But I'm gonna get you set up and we're gonna get at it. As you can see, it is cold in here, so we're gonna have some problems that we're gonna have to overcome. One was just getting the material to mix. But we're also going to have drying issues, which is not a problem for me because it'll be quite a while before I get back to it. And also gonna have problems with it, wanting to run a little bit. The metal's really cold, but we'll deal with that as we get to it. Hopefully we won't have any problems, but y'all hold tight, we're gonna get to it.
Yeah.
good grief, there's a whole lot of frame there. I'm sure I missed something, and I'm sure at some point I will find it. But for now, they are protected from that. All right, it's a few days later. We got the frame all primed, dried up. So, boy, it is cold out here. It is cold. I don't know where y'all are in the part of the world. I know there's a few of you down in down under, and a couple in New Zealand. Of course, I got my guy down there in Guam, so it's probably nice and warm down there, but it is a balmy 12 degrees in Tennessee. It is freaking cold, and believe it or not, it's a heat wave from where it was just a couple of days ago. I think it got down to 4 or 5 degrees. That's just ignorant. That's just ignorant for us southern redneck people. We are not built to deal with that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna tell you, especially me, I got just enough fat on my body to give the skin a little bit of form and shape as it stretched over my bones. I don't deal with cold weather. I hate cold weather. But you guys expect a video every week, and I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure you get a video every week, and some of them are gonna be more exciting than others, but that's just the way it goes. So after I primed this frame, you know, the primer is a little bit shiny before it starts drying. And I noticed that we have a problem. There is a problem, Houston, and it's not a good one to have. So while we were getting the frame sandblasted, we had to flip it over upside down so he could sandblast the bottom. And when he was flipping it back over on its top to put it back on the trailer, it slipped off of the forks and landed on that big steel frame that y'all saw the frame sitting on. And at first, we didn't see any damage. But when, like I said, when I put a shine on it with the primer, I could see the damage. And I'm gonna show you. Maybe you can see. You'll see a bulge right here and a bulge on the other side right there. And when I was on the other side of the garage looking back at the frame, I saw this weird reflection caught my eye. So I went over and looked at it, and I saw the bulge. So I got the tape measure out and started measuring, and sure enough, it is bent. It happens. It's no big deal. And so this corner of the frame, the top of this bracket, is about, close to 3/4 of an inch lower than that side. So, you know, I'm just a knucklehead living in the HOA subdivision. I don't have heavy equipment. So the tools at my disposal are very limited, but in true fashion of in the garage way of doing things, you do what's got to be done to get done what needs to be done. And that's just what we're going to do. So I've got a couple ideas in my brain, in between my kidney and pancreas, and we're going to see if we can get this thing straightened out. If I can get it within 1/8 of an inch, which probably was closer than the factory had it, then I'm gonna be quite happy. If it's too much more than that, it won't cause a problem with the body if I had to do any shimming up under this body mount. You know, it is whatever. Where the problem would show up would be where we bolted the bumper on, and the bumper would set crooked and it would really stick out like a sore thumb. So I'm gonna be busier than a one-legged man in a tap dancing contest out here. We're gonna be bouncing around like a golf ball in a tile bathroom, just staying warm because it's freaking cold. We've also got some welding that we have to do over here. I don't know what else we're gonna get into, but let's get the jig set up and we're gonna see if we can straighten this frame out. All right, first thing we're gonna start with, we're gonna drill a hole directly through the largest part of this bulge. All right, so there's my setup. Laugh if you want to, but to my subscribers anyway, you guys are perfect, so y'all already know this. But there are going to be people who watch this video that say to themselves, what in the Sam Hill is going on in this place? So let me explain. Right here, I'm going to be pulling up. Right here, I'm going to be pulling down against the leg of my cherry picker. Okay? Look, there's freaking sociology and freaking chemistry involved here. It's not my forte. I'm more of a physics guy, but I think I can figure this out. So that's how we're going to try to deal with this bent frame. And I don't know. Something's going to explode, probably, but I'm going to get it on video. Now, along with pulling up and pulling down simultaneously, we're going to be squeezing. So, in reality, bent metal wants to go back to its original location. In this particular instance, we're going to force it back into its position. We're going to flatten these bulges out, and with any luck, that's going to lift that end of the frame. Is it going to work? Probably not. I got two straps holding it down, which were 400 pound limit when they were brand new 20 years ago. So we'll just say a combined total of 175 pounds of downforce, which is most likely going to make those red straps explode. It's going to be great. All right, let's see what's up with this thing. Got to run a marathon just to get over here. I got to make sure that my face is right in the way of these red straps. That way when they break, it's going to knock me unconscious and I won't feel it. See, that's thinking. All right, let's close that gap up back here. Let's see just how close we are. All right, let's see what we got. $28, and we'll call it 28 1/4. All right, where are we at on this side? We'll call that 28 5/8, 28 9/16. All right, so we're within 5/16 of an inch of being level, which is not close enough. So we need at least another 3/8 of an inch out of it to get us somewhat good enough. I don't know if your eye will catch an 1/8 of an inch across the length of that rear bumper when you're looking at it. I'm just, that's what I'm gonna go with, and we'll deal with the aftermath later. But I still got to twist this thing, so I'm gonna set you up and we'll see if we can make some straps explode. It's gonna be great. All right, got tension back on the red straps. And now we're gonna start forcing this thing north, and whatever gives, gives, but we gotta get at least 3/8 of an inch out of it. Let's see what we got. $28 1/4. Exactly where it was a minute ago. All right, guys. Let me put my brains together and see what I can come up with. All right. All I know to do is keep adding pressure. So we're going to tighten all this stuff back up. Oh, it did move. The cherry, I don't know if, from that angle if you can see it, but the cherry picker is actually up in the air. So I'm going to use my body weight to see putting some stress on them straps, boy. Gosh almighty, I can't believe they ain't exploded already. All right. Man, wow, that is tight as it can be, boy. I know that it moved because our straps have loosened up. So, that's a good sign. Got you up here good and close. You got a better view than I do. All right, what do we, oh, it did move. Good deal. So we're gonna call that, yeah, we'll call that, what, 28 3/8? Is that what we're gonna call that? Do you concur? Let's check the other side. All right, we have got, what does it say, 28 and a half. All right, cool beans. We are within 1/8 of an inch, and that is plenty good enough to me. All right, we got our bulge in, we got our frame straight. Now we've got some welding that we got to do. Got some holes we're gonna weld up. Of course we need to weld up our holes that we made over here and here. And also something I noticed that I thought was a little strange. You'll notice how these floor braces are welded on both sides. For some reason, these floor braces are not. So I don't know whether that got overlooked at the factory, but we're gonna get that took care of too. So I will get you set up and we'll get some of this welding took care of. That sounds odd. What's going on over here? Well, check that out. Let me, I thought that sounded awfully funny. Now, that is my emergency brake cable over there making all kinds of noise. Huh, they're crazy. All right, now let's see if we can get some welding done. Alright, get all this crap ground down, we'll bring you back. Okay. You know, Harbor Freight done pretty dang good. Uh-oh, I gotta grind that one. Get that in a minute. There's my other one on this side. Turned out pretty dang good. I think we're gonna end it off right there. Pretty freaking cold. Foggy in here too. It's like somebody's been welding. All right, guys. We got all of our welding done. We got it reprimed. All that over there is done. Inside, that one is done. Our floor braces are all done. Everything's back in primer. Back where we started, just in a little better shape. Man, I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you've hung out this far, you all right by me. But I think we're gonna end it right there. It's a pretty long video. I got everything done I wanted to get done today. And plus, man, it's freezing cold out here. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We've got a few new subscribers here in the last few days, but it's slowed down. Let's see if we can ramp that back up. Yeah, by ramping that up, what I mean is share these videos, like them, leave a comment. Y'all been leaving a lot of comments, and that's freaking awesome, man. I appreciate it. I try to get to every one of them that I can possibly get to. Sometimes I don't get my notifications, but I do go back through some of my earlier uploads and make sure I didn't miss anything. And I really enjoy, you know, communicating with you guys and hearing your comments and your feedback. And like I said, I think we're gonna end it there. I'm gonna go in and sit with the wife for a while and enjoy the rest of the day off. Hope you guys are having a good day. And until the next time, y'all go do some work.